Hello, everybody. Welcome back over here. More productive. Bitcoin makes you more productive. You know, when you know your money is secured and nobody can create more of it. In fact, in contrast to that, it decreases in supply every 4 years by a factor of two. Then you have more if a motivation to work and accumulate more of those riches. So this is the focus of the talk today. Why Bitcoin makes you more productive. Back in 2020, when I saw how much money was printed for all sort of pet projects and all sort of fear and all sort of disasters was going on. And I realized, I said, okay, if money was so easy to create, why would I have to work so much for all these times, right? And I think about people who are saving for a down payment in a house. What are those people gonna do? And what happened was exactly gaslighting and just telling you inflation is low, and then don't worry, your money won't lose value. And then most people still making almost the same amount of money after all the money printing, all the chaos. These people still being crushed by the system. So this is the problem Bitcoin fixes. It's not necessarily hedge against the inflation inflation, but it's more of a hedge of a debasement, knowing that okay, I'm saving any money nobody else can print. If you're a man or a woman out there, you're working hard, you wake up early, or you work at night, that I used to do myself. And you realize that every time you're saving, you make some money, you spend, and then whatever you have to save, or whatever you had, your dream was, then you can never achieve that dream. Then that's exactly why. It's because the system is being hijacked by a small group that can print and print and print. And you can't make it on a system like this, right? You have to change the playing field. You have to move to a different playing field, right? You have to play in a different ball game. If the rules of the game always keep changing on you, if you're not being pissed off and move to a different game, then you are responsible for your own victimism, right? So you're making yourself a victim. But if you don't know, I get it. But if you know, then you're making yourself a victim by keep playing in that game. But now, I'm not saying quit your job or do like silly things and don't work. That's not the point. What I'm saying is you should keep providing value. Yes, your wages may not go up as much as inflation is going up. The debasement of the currency going, but you can still provide value. You should still provide value and convert whatever the extra money, extra saving you have onto Bitcoin, because that's the scarcest money ever discovered. So why is that? Well, I have a lot of video on this channel that explains why Bitcoin is the scarcest money and why it's the most important thing to focus on. So yes, you will be more productive in a Bitcoin when your money is on Bitcoin, because they cannot print it, right? And also it's getting scarcer and scarcer. So you have you have an incentive to keep providing value. And also back in 2020, when I saw all of that chaos in money printing, and by the way, it's not just in 2020 money printing happened. Every day, every single day, money is being printed on the banking system. every day. The money supply is expanding massively. In 2020, what happened to me was that's what opened my eyes to that. And then I started digging and started realizing, oh, the whole system is like that. It's all based on fake money and corruption. So now I decided, I said, okay, screw that system. I have to learn something new. I have to move to a different system. And this is why I made the decision to learn Bitcoin, study Bitcoin, and then understand it. Now, I'm saying this like it's same thing again in 2020, right? My motivation to work was dropped when I saw this money printing and the system, and then when I started learning about Bitcoin, and then my motivation to work restart again, because I find something that I can store my wealth in, my energy in. Just like Michael Saylor said, he was gonna retire, just before he discovered Bitcoin. But when he discovered Bitcoin, he changed his mind. Right? He's no longer retired, but he kept working. So that's the idea here. It's like Bitcoin put you back to work. Bitcoin makes you more productive, gives you more incentives to work. You feel alive. You feel like you're doing something for yourself. You're not just doing it for the collective of lazy and fat and unproductive class. You're doing it for yourself, for your family. You're doing it for your future. For example, you look at the retirement system in most countries. Like it's screwed up, right? Like what are you gonna do with $2,000 a month, right? Where are you going to retire on this, right? It's like you can't make it out of this, right? Like rent only will take that from you, right? What you gonna have for food? Like what you gonna eat, right? So you need a different system. Well, you're gonna say, oh, real estate. Well, a house is meant to be living, right? You can't eat the bricks. You can't eat like the house. You have to have money to survive, right? Like what you're gonna do? It's like you can't survive in a system based on debt like this, right? It's designed to go down in value, and you need a different system. You need to migrate yourself to a different system. And this is the reason why I started this channel in the first place, is to help people migrating to Bitcoin. It's like a bridge to migrate people to Bitcoin. And this is important because in a world where things are getting worse and worse, and people are getting more hurt, the more and more. So we need to spread the message. We need to spread the solution to the people. And this is why if you share this type of content, on YouTube or other social media or anywhere, it's good, right? You're helping others, right? Because I'm not doing this based on getting anything, right, from you. Like I'm not selling a course. I'm not selling anything. I'm just doing it just from the bottom of my heart to help others, right? Because I think it's important, and I think the more people I help, the better off I am. In Bitcoin, the more people who get rich, the more people who get, I don't want to say rich, but the more people who get better off, the more people who can survive, who can live a comfortable life, the better it is for all of us. But on fiat, it's not like that. On fiat, they want to squeeze, a small group has to squeeze energy and wealth out of the masses, and then they keep it for themselves and pretending they are distributing it to others, but it's not. You see, so that's the problem here. It's like Bitcoin is open, Bitcoin is free, Bitcoin is, when I say free, I mean Bitcoin is free from manipulation, free from corruption. It's transparent, you can see it, and all of that, all of this beauty. Anyways, this was my cover, and I will see you guys again in the next talk. Thank you very much for listening.